Hello everybody, thank you for joining me watching part 2 of Fillet and Release Groundhog. If you want to, check out the first part where I've got a beautiful groundhog and I skinned it out and cleaned it all inside and everything. My first time doing that. So check out that video when you get a chance. I'll attach a description in the link below. But ultimately this is part 2 where once I cleaned it out, I quartered it, cut it down into much more smaller, manageable pieces, and decided to cook it up for dinner. Now this is my first time ever eating groundhog, so this is a first for me. If you ever had groundhog or any kind of small animal before, comment below, let me know what you think. This was definitely quite an experience, and I'm kind of glad I did it. As you can see, I broke it all down and decided to go out into the garden and use some fresh spring onions. You get a couple of those. Use some fresh cilantro. And also used a bit of rosemary. All of these would be nice aromatics for the dish. Now the spring onions, all we did was dice them up into nice small little pieces. And with the cilantro, we did a really nice fine chop, just to make sure we got all the that flavor out of all the leaves and stems. For the rosemary, all I did was just kind of cut the 2 sprigs in half to keep them whole, so that way you don't run into any little loose leaves somewhere while you're eating. Otherwise it'll kill the flavor. Now we decided to go with the pressure cooker instead of a slow cooker, just because it'd be a faster cook time. We threw all the meat in there with all the cilantro, onions, rosemary, and we also added some leeks. We added about a cup of water to this. Turned the heat to medium. Added some salt. And we also added some all-purpose seasoning that we just had there lying around. Kind of just sort of winged this. I don't think you can really go wrong with whatever seasonings you go with. By the way, this is my mother-in-law who's using the pressure cooker. She's more well-versed in it than I am, so she decided to help me along with this. Also got some rice cooking, and we decided to cook this for about 30 minutes to see if that would be long enough. And well, after 30 minutes the meat was cooked, but the meat was still kind of tough. It didn't become tender, so popped the lid back on and we put it on for about another 15-20 minutes in the pressure cooker. And after about 15-20 minutes, that meat was done. We transferred it to another pot just for storage, and as you can see, it's got a beautiful color to it. It much more tender now, not quite fall off the bone texture, but it's definitely much more tender.
Okay, we're gonna help ourselves to a little bit of this groundhog here, and at a quick glance, the meat looks pretty good. Looks like beef. Looks a little bit like pork too. Smells really good. This is what it looks like after it was in the pressure cooker. As you can see, it's all pretty much softened up, and it's almost falling off the bone, kinda. But let's grab a piece here, and we're gonna give this a try. Never had this before. Never had a small game. Oh, there we go. That looks like that's part of a leg right there. Looks like a little chicken drumstick. Put that in there. There we go. Don't need such a big piece. Yeah, it pulls off really easy. There we go. Get a little bit of the broth that we ended up with here. There we go. Pour that right over it. All right, let's go give this a shot. All right, let's give this a try here. Got myself a nice little chunk right there. Check that out. All right, looks like beef. It smells good. It smells really good, actually. Let's see. You know what? That's pretty good. It's definitely got like a beefiness to it, like at its base. It's also gamey. Reminds me of lamb. Like lamb's kind of gamey. It's kind of got that kind of gaminess. The texture. The texture reminds me of beef that you would use for a stew or something like that. But it's also reminds me of pork. This is good. This is good. I'm enjoying this. Actually, you know what? The texture is similar to that pork. I wouldn't doubt it if you could tear this up and put it on a bun with some barbecue sauce, and you can kind of make a decent, probably pulled pork sandwich kind of. It's pretty good. It's tasty. And some people that I've talked to who have tried this before, they all kind of say the same thing, that it tastes like squirrel. So if this is what squirrel tastes like, then I know I'll enjoy squirrel, which is on my to-do list. That and rabbit. This is really good. Definitely recommend it. Which is kind of interesting because there's so many groundhogs around. I mean, I always see them around the side of the highways and everything like that eating grass. There's an amazing, abundant supply of groundhogs everywhere. Whether alongside highways or in farmlands, which is where this guy came from. Pretty easy to clean. It's pretty tasty. I enjoyed this. I had to cook it in the slow cooker for about 30 minutes because initially it was a little tough. It was a full-grown adult groundhog. I don't know if a smaller one would be more tender, but throw it in a pressure cooker or a slow cooker, and it does wonders for the meat. But it's really good. It's really tasty. You know what? I really enjoy this. If I get a chance to get some more, I'll definitely either store it or save it for another date and cook it up and maybe try some different things with it. But this is really, really good. I definitely recommend it. I don't know what squirrel and rabbit taste like, but if they taste similar to this, I know I'll enjoy that too. Comment below if you can give me some description of what rabbit and squirrel taste like. Let me know if you ever tried groundhog. Let me know if you would want to try this. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click like, share, and please subscribe. All that supports my channel. And hopefully there's more small game catch and cook, fillet and release videos in the near future. If not, I will continue to upload more fishing videos and try to provide more content for all of you out there. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Thank you again. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys later. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my meal. Maybe get some rice and a beer. And go to town on this. Alright? Thanks again for watching. See you later.